Hello, coffee lovers. Welcome to Language Learning Podcast.
We're so glad you could join us today. We're tackling something that I think is pretty universal for language learners.
Oh, definitely. That moment of stress when you're trying to order food or coffee.
Exactly. Especially when, the staff are moving a mile a minute and the menu is just confusing.
Absolutely. It feels like this high-stakes test you didn't study for. So our mission today is pretty simple, actually. We're going to unlock the basic polite structures you need.
We're aiming this specifically at that A2 to B1 sort of pre-intermediate level.
Yeah, so you can walk in and confidently get exactly what you want, whether it's a really complicated coffee or, a meal with a bunch of changes.
And this isn't just about memorizing words. It's about cultural fluency and just making that whole interaction smoother.
A language toolkit, basically.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, so before we jump into the rules and the role plays, let's quickly go over some key vocabulary just to make sure we're all on the same page.
Good idea. First up, the person making your coffee. That's the barista.
Right, barista. Got it. And then the big one, how you're getting your order.
Yes. You need to know if you want it to go or take away. That means you're leaving with it.
Versus for here.
Which means you're planning to sit down and, enjoy it right there in the cafe.
Okay, and for health or diet stuff, we're going to be talking about dairy-free options, like oat milk or soy.
And finally, a phrase I use all the time, on the side.
Ah, the magic word.
Total game changer. It just means you want the sauce or the dressing in a separate little cup, not all over your food.
Perfect. Okay, let's get into it. The core rule of ordering politely.
Let's do it. This is probably the biggest stumbling block for learners.
So let's break down the why. We hear so many learners use what seems like a logical sentence. They'll say, I want a coffee, or maybe, give me a sandwich.
Right.
It makes sense grammatically, but why does it sound so, so jarring to a native speaker?
That's the critical point. The thing is, in places like the US or the UK, that service interaction is seen as kind of horizontal. It's equal.
Okay.
The server or the barista isn't your subordinate. So when you use a direct command like give me, or even a strong statement like I want, you're breaking that unspoken rule. It sounds demanding, not like a request.
So even if I say please really nicely, that I want, structure is just too blunt from the start.
It is, yeah. The please definitely helps, but the foundation is already a little bit aggressive, so we need to replace it.
What should we be using instead?
You really only need two perfect, reliable options. The first one is a polite question. Could I have?
Could I have? Okay, that feels much softer.
It is. And the second one, which is also great, is I'll take. It's a statement, but it implies a future action, so it's much gentler than I want.
I'll take. Yeah. Right, it's like you've just decided.
Exactly. Those two are the gold standard.
I love that. Okay, let's put this into practice immediately. Let's do the high-stress scenario. The morning coffee rush. I'll be the super busy, slightly impatient barista, and you can be our model polite customer.
Challenge accepted. Let's see how I do.
Next, please. Good morning. What can I get for you?
Hi. Could I have a medium latte, please?
Sure thing. What kind of milk with that? We've got whole, skim, soy, oat, almond.
Oh, do you have oat milk? I'm non-dairy, so I need an alternative.
Yep. Oat milk is fine. Little upcharge for that. Anything to eat? We've got pastries, bagels, muffins.
Yes. I think I'll also take a blueberry muffin.
Great. Is that here or to go?
To go, please. I'm running a little late this morning.
All right. That'll be $8.50. Your name. You can pick it up at the end of the counter. Have a great day.
Okay, that was perfect. It was fast, but you were totally in control. You started with that perfect phrase, could I have a medium latte?
And you see how I switched it up. For the second item, I'll also take a blueberry muffin.
Right.
It's just a little quicker, still very polite, and it keeps the conversation moving. And I want to circle back to the milk customization, because I think that was really smart. You didn't just say oat milk. You asked, do you have oat milk? I am non-dairy. Why add that little bit of context?
Well, it just manages expectations, you know? By saying I am non-dairy, you're explaining that it's not just a taste preference. It could be an allergy or a serious dietary need.
Ah, so the barista is less likely to just give you regular milk if they run out of oat.
Exactly. That one short little clause can prevent a lot of miscommunication.
That's a huge tip. And let's just clarify the to-go versus for here thing. Are they basically the same?
For the most part, yeah, but there's a bit of a regional difference. To-go is much more common in North America, the US, and Canada.
And takeaway.
That's what you'll hear almost everywhere else. The UK, Australia, New Zealand. But honestly, either one will be understood.
Good to know. Okay, let's level up. We're moving from the fast-paced cafe to a sit-down restaurant.
Right. More time, which means...
More chances for detailed orders, and frankly, more chances to get it wrong.
That's true. The whole dynamic shifts. It's not about speed anymore. It's all about accuracy. And a key part of that in a restaurant is asking questions before you order.
Okay, let's role play that. A detailed lunch order. I'll be the waiter this time, and you're the customer with a couple of special requests.
I am ready for lunch.
Good afternoon. Are you ready to order, or do you need another minute?
I think we're ready, thank you. I just have a quick question about the chicken salad. Does it come with dressing already on it?
That's a great question. Yes, it comes with our house-made honey mustard dressing, and we usually drizzle it over the top.
Okay, good to know. In that case, could I have the chicken salad, but can I get the dressing on the side, please?
Of course, dressing on the side.
Yeah.
And for your friend.
I'll take the cheeseburger, but I do have one request. No onions, please.
No onions, you got it. And can I get you both something to drink?
We'll just take tap water for the table, please.
Flawless. Okay, you use our key phrase, could I have? And then you brought in that crucial customization on the side. Let's talk about it for a second. What's the real power of that little phrase?
The power is control. Pure and simple. If you have an allergy, or you're watching calories, or you just really hate soggy lettuce.
I really hate soggy lettuce.
See, asking for it on the side gives you total control. The sauce comes in a little cup, and you add as much or as little as you want.
So I could use that for other things too. Like if I ordered pancakes, could I ask for the syrup on the side?
Absolutely. Syrup, butter for your toast, guacamole for your nachos.
Yep.
It applies to any ingredient that could change the texture of the main dish.
And what about the other request? The no onions on the cheeseburger.
Notice how simple it was. You just state the item and then immediately state what you want removed. I'll have the cheeseburger, but no onions, please. No need for a long apology or complex sentence.
Okay, so we've mastered the ordering part. We've been polite. We've customized everything. But now comes the part that I think stresses people out even more.
The waiting.
The waiting and the social interaction. This is where we have to stop being an efficient customer and start being, well, a human.
That's a perfect way to put it. So many learners at this level feel like a robot.
Right. They get asked, how are you? And they give the textbook answer, I am fine, thank you. And then crickets. Just silence.
It's so awkward, so we need to give you the tools to bridge that silence. Let's talk about small talk and icebreakers.
Okay, define those for us.
So small talk is just that light, polite conversation about unimportant things. The weather, the food, how busy the place is. An icebreaker is the specific question or comment you use to start that conversation.
And the number one rule for moving from robot to human is basically just reciprocity.
Exactly. Don't just answer a question, ask it back.
Let's run through a quick example. First, the robot interaction. I'll start. Hello, how are you today?
I am fine, thank you.
And silence. End of conversation. It's a dead end.
Total dead end. Now let's try the human version.
Okay.
Hi there. How's your morning going?
Well, not bad. Thanks for asking. Just trying to wake up with this coffee. How about you? By the way, my name's Alex.
I'm doing great, Alex. Nice to meet you. I'm Sarah. That coffee does smell amazing. I might need one of those myself.
It felt completely different. All because you asked the question back and then you made a small personal connection.
It's all about signaling engagement. When you ask, how about you? You're showing that you see the other person as a person, not just a function. You're looking for common ground.
And common ground is just that shared interest or topic that makes conversation easy.
Right, and the easiest way to find it is to just comment on your immediate environment.
Give us some examples.
Okay, well, imagine you're in a really long line. The line itself is your common ground.
A shared struggle.
Exactly. You could turn to the person next to you and just say, wow, this place is so busy today, isn't it?
Or if you're at a table and the music is great.
You could say, I love this song, don't you? It's a low-stakes way to start a chat. It invites a response without being too personal or stressful.
So it's all about using what's right in front of you to break the ice.
Precisely. You're moving out of that rigid transaction and into a real social moment, all with one easy sentence.
Excellent. So we've ordered, we've survived the small talk. Now we just need to wrap things up. We have to pay the bill and then politely end the conversation.
Let's start with the money. You've finished your meal. How do you get the waiter's attention and signal you're ready to leave?
The key phrase is simple and direct. You'd say, could we get the check, please? Or in the UK, you'd probably say bill, right?
That's right. Check is very North American. Bill is more common in the UK and Australia.
And it's always a good idea to clarify payment. Something like, do you take credit cards?
Yeah, or is cash okay? And what if you're with friends and you don't want to pay for everyone?
Splitting the bill.
Right. You just tell the waiter, let's split the bill, or could we pay separately? They're used to it.
And for tipping, if you're paying with cash and the change is the tip you want to leave.
You can just say, keep the change. Simple and clear.
Okay, that handles the transaction. But what about the social part? We can't just be a robot at the end and walk away without a word.
No, absolutely not. The rule is to always give a brief, polite reason for leaving. It shows respect. It shows you're not just running away from them.
So what are some good exit lines?
You always want to start with something warm, like, it was lovely meeting you, or it was really nice chatting.
And then the reason for leaving.
And the reason. It can be super simple. I should get going, or a bit more informal, I have to run.
And to sound even more natural, you can combine them. Something like, look at the time, it was great talking to you, but I should probably get going. I have an early start tomorrow.
That's a perfect execution. And if you've genuinely enjoyed the chat, you can leave the door open with something like, let's keep in touch.
These are such great practical tools. This has been a really comprehensive deep dive from the basic polite phrases all the way to handling the social side of things.
So before we sign off, we have 2 challenges for you, our listener. This is how you take this knowledge and actually make it part of your English skills.
Challenge number 1 is all about the ordering. Next time you buy anything, even in your own language, I want you to mentally practice how you'd say it in English using our 2 key phrases.
Could I have? Or I'll take. Just run them through your mind until they feel completely automatic.
And challenge number 2 is about the social part. This week, try to start one conversation with one new person. Use an icebreaker.
Just comment on your common ground, the weather, the long line, the great music, and remember the golden rule.
Don't be a robot. Ask them a question back.
Do the work, try the phrases, and you'll see your confidence just skyrocket.
Enjoy your meal and see you next time.
Don't be a stranger. Subscribe to Language Learning Podcast.